Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
Good to see you.
First time in person.
I know.
This has not been Zoom. This
Seriously,
is nice.
yeah.
I expected you to pull into the parking lot and get a top 10 there.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, this past weekend we didn't, but that's part of it.
How bad did you want that 12? I know you were looking for that record, but you are the youngest driver to get 10, so
yeah,
that's something.
no, it was great. I mean, the top 10 streak was awesome. I think it just showed the strength of our team just to, be able to go to all the different tracks that we went to. I mean, you think about Bristol Dirt and COTA, all those different tracks and still have success. So it was really good.
Well, I read an article a couple weeks ago that it said, keep your eye on William Byron. Mm-hmm. Do you like flying under the radar, or do you want to be kind of in the spotlight?
I think for my team, I like being in the spotlight. I think it shows what those guys, the work they put in.
Here comes at 24, William Byron to the inside.
William Byron on his way off turn 2.
We were kind of, overlooked, I think, in the first few weeks of the year just because I felt like we won that race and then we were finishing top 5 or top 10 every week. And nobody was really looking at that, and we climbed all the way to second in points, and guys were kind of ignoring that aspect. But I think we're performing well. We just got to get a little bit better to try to win another race.
You're 4th right now in points, heading to the All-Star race. It's a different weekend for you guys. It's not concerned about points, but more so about money and having fun. But what do you think it is about this season that has just been so successful for you? Because it was kind of, a make-or-break season?
Yeah, no, I think for sure. I think last year, didn't go as well as I thought it would, especially the first year with Chad and the way that we really performed well, kind of exceeded expectations. We had 5 poles, we made the playoffs, made the second round of the playoffs, and I think going into last year it was like, okay, we're going to just do a little bit better than that. We'll probably win a couple races and make the round of 8. That was kind of all on paper, and none of it panned out. We won a race, but we got eliminated early in the playoffs, and things just didn't go great for us. We had a lot of bad luck, I'd say, and a lot of things that just, we were in position to maybe win a race and a tire would blow or something. So it was tough to deal with, but yeah, going into this year, I think the goal was, hey, let's be in the top 10 in points, let's do all those things. And then we started the year, and it's like, man, okay, now we're second in points,
good.
and yeah, we're really good, and maybe we can, win 3 races. So I think our goals are still, to win those races. We just got to kind of reevaluate, what those are.
Can you attribute some of that success this season? You have an old friend there on the pit box.
Yeah, I do, yeah. I mean, Rudy's just, he's so personable, and I feel like the two of us work really well together. I was in my meeting today and just talking about, we had a bad race this past weekend, and I can just go to him and just be completely honest. I don't have to sugarcoat anything. I don't have to tell him that, yeah, it was okay and all that stuff. I just was like, look, man, we're terrible. And he's like, yeah, I agree, and here's the things we can work on. So it helps when you can have that honesty with your crew chief.
So there's been a lot of people in this industry that have tried to get Rudy Fugle up to this level. He said he would only do it if it were you. It has to be a pretty big compliment to your potential and what he saw in you. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. I mean, it's awesome because he's, worked with Kyle for a long time. He's, nothing against Kyle, but we all know his personality is pretty brash. So,
You're
for
just
Rudy,
a little different on the radio.
Just a little different. I feel like I always tell the truth, but I'm a little bit nicer about it. So, I feel like that's the difference between, the two drivers, but I think for Rudy, he likes that kind of change in pace.
Well, I know Rudy's a huge supporter of yours. You have a heck of a support system between your family, friends here at Hendrick with Mr. H, but let's talk about one in particular, biggest member of that, your mom, Dana. If you don't know your mom, she is so sweet, but you shared about her health, so what's going on with your mom?
Yeah, so my mom's, going through cancer treatment, so she's been doing radiation for the last month or so, and so that part's been done, but there's also been a couple of other health things that come up with that, with kind of the, difficulty that cancer has on your body and the things that the toll that it takes on your body. So yeah, she's doing well. She's back home now. She was in the hospital last week, but it's nice to have her home and just be able to spend time with her. I think, honestly, the silver lining's been the fact that I've been able to gain perspective from it, and we all have, and it's honestly just makes me appreciate, every day. It just makes things, obviously racing, I love racing and it's important to me, and she wants me to do well, but there's also life outside of racing that is really important.
Well, I know that she's been one of your biggest supporters, but inside of the race car, how do you block out from your personal life and your on-track performance? Because from the outside looking in, it looks like you have it all figured out inside of a race car.
Yeah, I think I do. I mean, when I'm in the race car, I feel normal, and I don't really think about anything else. But it does make some of the highs and the lows a little bit tougher, a little bit bumpier road. But I feel like honestly, she's done great at encouraging me, and my parents and my whole family's done great at kind of giving me my ability to still go out there and race, but also have connection with her and understand what's going on. So it's been a tough balancing act, but I mean, nothing as tough as what she's going through. So I don't have it very bad compared to what I could be going through and what she is.
We've been thinking about her a lot. It's been, when you shared that on social media, I know it had to kind of be a different day for you, just getting a lot of questions about it. But now you're back focused on racetrack, and here at Hendrick Motorsports, you guys hit that 269 win mark. You guys took 269 and ran with it, and now we're at 270. But what's the new goal? I know Mr. H has a new goal on the list.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, win another championship, I think, is the goal. But for us, it's just trying to continue this role that we're on and trying to be the guy that wins the races. I think we all want to be that guy. We all want to be the one kind of carrying the flag and the banner. And it's great to see Kyle have success. I mean, it's great to see any of us have success. It pushes us all to be that much better. And I feel like us on the 24, we're really close to that next win. We haven't quite put it all together. And we're learning some of these tracks for the first time with Rudy and I. So it's kind of a learning process, but I think we're doing all the right things.
Yeah, Coda, no big challenge, right?
Yeah, no, Coda, I mean, in the rain we were awesome until we got damaged, so it's just part of it.
All the different things. Well, we are here on the campus, and I don't know if you know this, if you've done the math, but the average age here is 27 years old. So I imagine that the drivers' meetings have to look a little different, right?
Yeah, they're a lot different. I mean, I'd say all of us are pretty quiet. I think that we're all pretty, standard and kind of just, we don't complain a lot, I guess. And I've been around other drivers that complain a lot more, and I feel like we're all pretty happy. Obviously, we're running well, and that helps. But yeah, I think for us, I mean, we are just trying to empower the smart people that are behind the doors and enable them to continue to give us fast cars, and just be thankful for that, because it's really hard to do that.
Do you feel like here, with it being so young and you guys all kind of fresh in your NASCAR Cup Series careers, is there a lot that this four of drivers can accomplish together?
Yeah.
I feel like you guys have a lot of years left.
Yeah, I hope so. I think we've got a great group of drivers and crew chiefs that are young too, and Rudy's young. I'd like to think he's going to stay around.
He's going to love that you said that.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to think he's going to stay around for a lot of years, because I feel like his, the life of a driver is a little bit different than the life of a crew chief. Crew chief can be 35 to probably upward to 60 years old and still be good at crew chief, and so it just takes time to kind of develop that chemistry, but I feel like we're on the right path.
Well, you've checked off the win. You're locked into the playoffs. So what's next for this 24 group?
Hopefully win the All-Star race. I mean, that's the biggest goal, and that's kind of forefront for us, and it'd be awesome to win $1 million and kind of give some of that to the guys, and give some of it to the pit crew, and some of it to the people around the shop. I'd like to kind of spread it out between everyone. So it'd be awesome to do that, and it'd be a big win for Rudy and I.
And finally, before I leave you and you can get back to, I know you're prepping for Texas this weekend, but have you thought about the playoffs? Is the 24 a championship contender?
I like to think we're part of that top four. I'd like to think that we're capable of being in the championship four, which is kind of all that you ask for. I think that's really the main goal. It's really hard to say, yeah, we're going to win the championship. We're not there yet, but we can definitely be in that championship four, which is all you can ask for.